Hello and welcome back, guys, to the eighth part of inheritance, where we're going to discuss abstract classes and interfaces, basically, and of course meta classes. So this is the last video where I'll be discussing about inheritance. In the next video, we'll be talking about some examples and all. Okay, so let's get into it. Inheritance, abstract classes and interfaces and meta classes. Now, what exactly abstract classes is? Okay, so in general object-oriented languages like C++ or Java, it is possible to create a class which cannot be inherited. So this is a snippet from C++ program language, C++ language, where I have created a class hi, also a class by, and the by class is inheriting hi, properties of hi. But here I have created an object of by class only, not the high class. Okay, so here what I can say is the high class is an abstract class. Why so? This means that you cannot create object of that class. Why so? Because such class could only be inherited, and then an object of the derived class was used to access the feature of the base class. Here we have just used the feature of the base class to access the by accessing the inherited class, right? So such a classes are known as abstract classes in inheritance. Okay, so whenever we are not using the base class is just used to have the framework of the framework of the inherited classes, then that particular class is called as abstract class. We will see an example. So the abstract class corresponds to an abstract concept. What does this mean? Let us consider an example which will clear the concept of abstract class to you. That is, let's say we need to have a polygon. Yes, when you talk about class polygon, the particular polygon is not having features, right? When you talk about polygon, we come into like we have rectangles, we have triangles, and many more. Now over here we got the speciality of polygon, that polygon can be a rectangle, can be a triangle, can be a pentagon, or any other figure, right? Any other closed figure. Yes, so particularly polygon is not having its property, but it is used as a base class because all other are polygons, right? All other are polygons. So yes, moving forward. So an abstract class is a class that is specifically defined to lay a foundation for other classes. Okay, it is specifically defined to lay a foundation. Like polygon is a foundation where we have created other classes like rectangle, triangle, yes, pentagon and hexagon, other figures. Like lay a foundation for other classes that exhibit a common behavior. All these figures have common behavior, that is they are polygon, right? So they are inheriting the property of polygon. So we do not create an object of polygon, of course. We will be creating an object of rectangle, object of triangle, object of other figures. Yes, because they all are inherited, but they don't have any common property because all other are different, right? Now, these abstract classes are incomplete classes. Yes, the abstract class is an incomplete class, and user are not allowed to create its object. Because if you try to create an object of an abstract class, like if you try to call polygon, it's going to give you an error because it's not having anything. We will see what exactly error we will be putting in it. Yes. So to such a class, programmers must derive it keeping in mind that they would only be either using it or overriding the features of the specialized in this class. Like when we talk about polygon, what are the features of polygon? We say it as what is the side, the number of sides in it, right? So here the feature of side is going to get override in all the shapes. Like in rectangle also we're going to have a feature of side which is going to override the feature of polygon, right? So in rectangle we will say it is having 4 sides, triangle we will say it is having 3 sides, right? So this is important, that we are not going to call the object of the polygon, but it's going to raise an error because it is an incomplete class, it is not having anything, right? So abstract class just serve as a template for other classes by defining a list of methods that the class must implement, right? So the polygon class must have the methods like sides, right? it must have, let's say we have color also. Yes, what is the color of each polygon we are going to show, right? So when you talk about abstract classes, these are primarily used only as a base class for inheritance. We're not to use as important class, I can say. Yes, so abstract class is just used as a base class for inheritance. Now when we try an abstract class is an interface, as I say, it is an interface definition. So here the term interface come into play. Like the abstract class are just the interface. Yes, they are just an interface. What exactly we are going to talk about? Yes, it is just an interface. So inheritance, we say that a class implements an inheritance if it inherits from the class which specifies that inheritance. Like we have a rectangle class which is going to inherit the polygon class. Yes, it's going to inherit the polygon. We will see an example. Now, as I told you, what if we try to access the abstract class? Now, when in Python we try to access, we restrict the instantiation of, that is nothing but object creation of classes, by using not implemented error. I'm going to get an example. Yes, not implemented error. What exactly this means? That whenever you try to create an object of this particular class, or you try to call a method of this particular class, you're going to get a non-implemented error. You're going to get non-implemented error. Let's get to interactive shell and understand what I mean to say over here. So here I am in my Visual Studio Code. So here, this is an example. You can see over here we have not implemented error in the methods, the fruit class. So fruit class, you can see from here that it is inherited. Yes, it is a base class, and the mango class and the orange class are inheriting the fruit classes. Yes, so we have, you can understand by the syntax, because you know how do we use inheritance and stuff like that. Now here I have created an object of mango class and orange class, but they both are inheriting whom? They both are inheriting the fruit class, because they all are fruit. They both are fruit, but they have different properties. Like mango have taste of sweet, mango is sweet, orange is sour. So they are overriding the property of the base class, that is fruit. Yes, now if I try to create an object and access the method of the abstract class, that is the fruit class, like taste of fruit, I'm going to get an error, that is not implemented error. I'm not going to try that. You are going to try it. Comment down below so that I get to know what exactly error you got. Do you try the program which is written over here? Right now I'm going to run it, and let's see what we got. We must print the taste of Alfonso. They are rich in, means with the vitamin, and the color. So it must print the sweet vitamin A yellow, and then in the next line it must print sour vitamin C orange. Yes, so yes, I got it. We have sweet vitamin A yellow, and then we have sour vitamin C orange. Yes, so this is a very basic example which I have taken you to understand abstract classes. As I told you, I'm going to consider an whether I have told you, I don't know. Yes, we are going to, after this video, there will be a video where we'll be discussing an example. Yes, let's move forward. What we have meta classes next. So this is also a very small concept when we talk about inheritance. Yes, so meta classes is nothing but classes of classes. Yes, classes of classes. What does this mean? Here is the figure to understand it better. So whenever you create a class, we create its instance, right? Yes, we access that class by using the instance. But when we talk about programming language or object-oriented programming, that particular class is accessed using meta class. Yes, so meta class is a class of class. So meta class is a class of class. Yes, while a class defines how an instance of an object behaves, but a meta class on the other hand defines how a particular class behaves. Right, every class that we create in Python is an instance of meta class. Every class we create in Python is an instance of meta class. That is very much important. Yes, so meta class is most commonly used as a class factory, where we can have all the factories, all the classes, So as we create an instance of a class by calling a class, Python creates a new class by calling the meta class. Yes, we have created a class fruit, so Python has created a new class fruit by calling meta class. Yes. So yes, as we create an instance of a class, as we have created an instance of the class person, so Python is going to create a new class by calling the meta class. Okay. So by defining init and a new method in the meta classes, we can do number of things to the new class while creating a new class. Like we can register the new class into some registry, and we can replace the class completely and stuff like that. So this is just about meta classes. There's not more. But when we talk about meta classes, we come into new concepts like class methods and some more topics like we will see in upcoming videos or stuff. Okay, so this is all about meta classes, as well as yes, what we have discussed, abstract classes and interfaces. Yes, so here is an exercise which I have, just for an assignment. Like the first I'm going to consider two problems, and one I'm going to solve in the next video. The first is we're going to write a program that is going that has an abstract class Polygon. So this is going to have abstract class, the example which we have taken. Yes, so we're going to have an abstract class which is called as Polygon, class called Polygon, and then we're going to derive two classes from it, that is the rectangle class and the triangle class from Polygon, and we're going to write the method to get the detail of their dimensions, and hence we're going to calculate the area. It's very simple. We're going to do it, but I have a difficult question for you. Yes, think about the OOP concept. Yes, I have written it, so let it be. Use inheritance for it. Yes, we are going to write a program with bill class. Yes, bill class bill. The user have the option to pay the bill either by check or by cash, and you're going to use the inheritance concept for this particular situation, right? Think about it, but the output should look like this. You should ask the user whether you want to pay it using cash or by check, input 1 or 2. Then if the user enters by check, then you just enter the name of the bank, enter the check number, and tell the bill, calculate the bill and give the total. Yes, and then again while writing the total, I need the check number and the bank name, right? But what if the user says to pay using cash? Then we don't need any type of bank name and check name. We just need the bill and the total. Yes, we don't need any type of bank details or check number. Yes, so this is your assignment. I can say the first question I'll be discussing in the next video, and this is going to be your assignment. You can get the link of the or you can share the GitHub gist link of your code on the comment, so that I can check it out, and and if you are having any difficulty, then I'll share your link in the description or in the comment with you, so that you can have the code of it. Yes, so this is it for this video. In this video we have discussed about abstract classes, meta classes, and previous video we have discussed about containership. What is containership? Containership is nothing but creating complex objects, creating complex object using simpler objects. Like, yes, so this is it for this video. Do subscribe to my channel Code Key, and you can visit www.eatsleepcoderepeat.blogspot.com to get the code and more about DSA's practice course. Yes, so this is it. Thanks for watching. Do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.